Hey there friends, today we're going to do something a bit unexpected, and when I say unexpected what I mean is I was going to do this exercise, but I was going to do it some point in the future, but circumstances conspired, so we are going to jump in today doing gouging to make a spoon using a standard curved gouge and a spoon gouge. Now, the reason I was not going to attempt this right now is because beginning woodworkers probably don't have these gouges. And in fact, I would say if you are a beginning woodworker, you should not have these gouges unless they were gifted to you or you found some extraordinary circumstances. So this is not something that we would normally tackle right away. This would be a little bit later. In Saloman's book, the Teacher's Handbook of Sloyd, it is actually exercise 26, I believe, which we skipped over to go to some of the more, what I consider relevant exercises. But in early Sweden in the 1890s, spoon carving would have been a very useful and critical skill. So the two circumstances that kind of conspired to bring this about is at a yard sale or at a estate sale, there was a woodworker, and obviously he cared a lot about his tools, but they were just looking to get rid of them. I'm assuming this woodworker had passed away, and they were looking to dump a lot of the tools, and I ended up getting this Swiss-made bowl gouge for, I'm going to say $1. It actually came in a group of tools. I paid $20 for the entire group, but that group included this draw knife, it included a couple of planes, it included this spoke shave. So, you know, when you average it out, it's only $1 or $2 per tool. So I ended up with the gouge that I needed, but also we recently had a storm come through that knocked down a big, beautiful magnolia tree. Sorry to see that tree come down, but because of that, I have some green magnolia wood that I'm going to work with. So yesterday I started rough shaping the spoon using nothing but a spoke shave. Well, a spoke shave, some chisels, hammers, things like that. So a lot of the rough work was just done with the spoke shave, which if you've seen a previous video of mine, you know I say that spoke shave is just an incredibly versatile tool. So today we're going to focus on two cuts that are used in spoon making. One is gouging with a standard gouge, and then gouging with a spoon gouge, and the technique is slightly different. So let me adjust this camera here and see if we've got a good angle on that. All right. So to start with gouging, you can see I have marked out the rough shape of the spoon, and then we're going to come in here with our gouge and our mallet, and we're going to mark the rim. This is green wood, and green wood is much easier to work with than kiln dried wood. So I think we're going to get some pretty rapid results. So we'll just come in here, mark the edges, and then using the gouge in a standard motion, just come in here, and start squeezing away at it. So this is my first attempt at ever doing this. So I'm hoping some of you more experienced carvers that might see this are going to weigh in, give me some pointers on what I might be doing wrong, and kind of help us all as we go along. Yeah, there are some excellent videos out there on how to do spoons. So, including those that use, you know, all the traditional tools like a spoon iron and things like that. So I tried mounting it in my vise, but I just could not get a firm enough grip on it. So I ended up using this hold down here, and while that's, you can see that's not perfect, it is doing better. So let's adjust this just a little bit here, get it into a slightly different position. Now the outside of the spoon is not fully defined. I have a rough shape, but there's a lot more work to do there. We're going to come in with a few more strokes and try and get down to depth. So what I have, the book actually calls for a spoon iron. And a spoon iron looks like a knife with a hook blade. They kind of a curve like that. It's sharpened on both sides, and you can work it left-handed, right-handed, front and back in both directions. I do not own a spoon iron, and I have really no desire to get a spoon iron, at least not in the short term. I'm sure I will end up with one eventually. But until then, we are going to use the standard gouge, and then we're going to use the spoon gouge. All right, so the standard gouge is just used for rough work, kind of getting us to the rough dimensions. And you notice I did use the mallet for a lot of that chisel work. The spoon gouge, on the other hand, is really designed to be used for two-handed, and it works very well across the grain. And that's used to clean up a lot of the tool marks left by the standard gouge. Trying to be careful so that you can actually see the cuts and not my hands as much, but that is a little bit difficult. So come in, register the chisel, and come in and just do a scooping motion. All right, so all you spoon carvers out there that might be watching this, I am certainly open to any pointers that you have. The book itself does not really tell you how to do this. It says that this is an important skill to know, but all it really says is first use the standard gouge, and then use the spoon iron, and in this case the spoon gouge, to clean up. Hey, working in this green wood really is nice. And by the way, the spoon gouge, all I did was strop it. I had not even sharpened it. That tells you that the woodworker that owned this before really took a lot of pride in his tools. So This one actually works very well going across the grain in your scooping motion. All right, once I'm done with this, I'll probably post a picture of it. I won't wait until the spoon is done to post this video, but you can see I got a lot of work left to do, but this made pretty good work of this of the bowl for the spoon. So looking forward to getting this finished. Actually tried to get down below the pith, but I see a little bit of pith left right there. So we may have to take this whole bowl down even further. So, all right, friends, I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to figure this out. Like again, if you've got any ideas, any suggestions, even if it's just to tell me I'm doing it wrong, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, friends, that's gonna do it. Take care. God bless.